Hello, students enrolled in CNS 5900 Issues and Addictions Counseling. This is Dr. Robinson. This video will serve as the syllabus overview. I hope to provide a clear, just sort of overview of the syllabus and the stuff that we're going to talk about in this course and the assignments that you will have. But of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. This first section has all my contact information in it. So you can see there on that first column are my office hours. Tuesdays, you can meet with me via WebEx. On Wednesdays, you can meet with me in Pembroke. And then, of course, at any point, we can schedule an appointment to talk WebEx, phone, or in person. On the right side, the right column is my office phone number, my office location, my cell phone, and my email address. My cell phone and my email are the best way to get in contact with me. Because I teach in Wilmington mostly, I'm not on campus in Pembroke all that often. So I'm not there to answer my phone. Also, I don't seem to have a phone in my office. I'm not really sure. It disappeared when we moved, and so it'll go straight to voicemail, and then I'll have to reach back out to you anyway with my cell phone. So long story short, cell phone or email address is the best way to get in touch with me. You can text me if you'd like. That's fine. But obviously don't send any sort of like personal information over a text message. So if there's something personal you want to talk with me about, maybe just pick up the phone and call me, or shoot me an email or a text asking when we can actually speak. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to read everything. You guys can go over the course description on your own. You can read this, but essentially this is just a little an overview of what we're going to talk about and what you're going to learn, the objectives. This is what you should know, and what we're going to cover, and what you will come away from this class knowing. Here's the required textbook. It's Capuzzi and Stauffer. It's the newest edition, so it's the 4th edition. It's Foundations of Addictions Counseling. I like this textbook. I find it to be somewhat of an easy read, and I like the material that goes along with it, which we will utilize. The APA manual is also required, and I prefer that you use the newest one that just came out. I know that that's an additional expense because most of you purchased the 6th edition. However, this is sort of the nature of being a professional in a professional field and being able to write professionally, is that you need to stay current. Similarly with, let's say, the DSM, you always need to be using the most current material and resources. And so the most current APA manual was just released in October, and so we will struggle through learning the new edition together. And hopefully it won't be too much of a struggle. Also, I will post additional resources, additional articles, and additional videos. I like to use videos a lot, so I will post all those in Canvas. You are responsible for everything that I post on Canvas. Just because it is not mentioned in this syllabus does not mean you are not responsible for reading it. This statement states that you're responsible for reading anything and everything that is posted on Canvas. Okay, this is, like I said, this is a course that will meet totally online. We will not have any in-person meetings, unless, of course, you want to schedule a meeting with me in person in my office or here in Wilmington. Okay, I'm not going to read through all of this. You guys can read all of this on your own, but this essentially just addresses all the CACREP standards that we meet in this course and how we plan to do so and how it is measured. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm going to jump down to student instructor communication. It is imperative that you check your UNCP email regularly, daily, if not more than daily. Get it sent to your phone. Make sure you have access to your UNCP email address, because I'm going to communicate with you through that. I'm going to communicate with you through Canvas. If it's something that I need to send to every student, I'm going to do an announcement through Canvas, and you're responsible for that. You need to check your email address. Every day. You need to log into Canvas every day. I don't have any plans to offer any extra credit points in this course so far, but sometimes a very interesting article will pop up and I'll ask you to read it and then provide sort of a response to it for a few extra credit points. If I were to do that, it will be posted in Canvas and there will be a very short window that you can respond to it to receive extra credit. So it behooves you to regularly check Canvas so you don't miss anything. And then, of course, make sure you're constantly checking your email address. Attendance policies doesn't necessarily apply to all of you guys because it's online. However, late assignment policy will be more relevant for you all, and we'll get there in just a second. Confidentiality, that goes without saying. You guys are learning to be counselors. And of course, in this field, confidentiality and respecting confidentiality is paramount. And so anything that we discuss in this course that, if someone mentions a client that they may be working with or that they have worked with, or if I bring in information that, sort of loosely resembles a client that I may have worked with, of course, I will do everything that I need to do to protect that client's confidentiality. It's good practice to just kind of keep all this information confidential and really not, really just kind of practice that piece of your work or that aspect of your work in this class and in every other class. Plagiarism. Every assignment you do should be yours. If you are using information or citing or referencing information from someone else, you need to make sure that you cite them and give them appropriate credit. On this, I prefer and really request that you do not use quotes. I would prefer that you paraphrase any information and then appropriately cite that author. But quotes are only, in my opinion, are only necessary when paraphrasing would result in you losing meaning or intention or sort of the gravity of what's being said. So I'd prefer that you do not use quotes. But back to plagiarism, we do have plagiarism software. We do use it. And so if you are caught plagiarizing, I take that quite seriously, and it will not result, it will not end up being a good outcome for you. If you have questions about whether or not you are plagiarizing, certainly you can ask me, but also the Writing Center at UNCP and then tutor.com that you can access through Canvas. Okay, let's see. Here's some important information from the university. ADA statements. If you happen to have a difference or a disability and you need me to know about it, I don't need to know about the difference or disability. I just need to know about the accommodation that you have, and it has to be registered with the ARC, the Accessibility Resource Center at UNCP. All right, here's the Writing Center contact. I encourage you to use that. I encourage you to use tutor.com through Canvas. That's a really good resource. Here's our grading policy. So your points will be out of 200. You can see here, this is pretty simple. It's a 20-point scale here. 180 to 200 is an A, 160 to 179 is a B, 140 to 159 is a C. I do not pad grades. If you get a 179, you have a B. If you get a 159, you have a C. So it is to your benefit to make sure that you try to get as many points as possible. I do not use percentages. I use points, and that's what your grade will be based off of. Okay, and here's the UNCP grading policy. Late assignment policy. This is really, really, really crucial. In this course, and as a matter of fact, in every course that I teach, I do not accept late modules. You will see here in a few when we go over the course schedule, you will have modules due every week. I do not accept late modules. You have an entire week to do modules. And modules will be posted on Monday, sometimes Sunday, but mostly on Mondays. And you have until Saturday to get them completed. I know that's not a full week, but that's just kind of how I work that out. So that's why I don't accept late modules. You have an entire week to do it. So if you are the type of person that has scheduled yourself to not look at, let's say, your addictions work until Friday and something happens and you don't get to it and then it's late, and you do not have an opportunity to accept a late module. I do accept late assignments. So the larger assignments I will accept late, but you can see here there's pretty hefty points deducted if they are late. 5 points off each day it's late, and after a week I will not accept anything. It's done and done. If you have some sort of emergency and you need to get in touch with me and arrange for an assignment to be turned in late, I would encourage you to do that as soon as you are aware of it. But you will see here in a little bit that everything is pretty spelled out, and you will have plenty of opportunity, plenty of time to complete all of your assignments in a timely manner. I cannot stress this enough. I do not accept late assignments, or excuse me, I do not accept late modules. And late assignments have some hefty point deductions, so just be mindful of that. All your work needs to be uploaded in a Word document. Do not upload PDF files. I can't grade them. They all need to be uploaded in Canvas. Please do not email me assignments. If you need to upload an assignment and for some reason that assignment is closed in Canvas, email me and say, hey, Dr. Robinson, the assignment is closed. Can you please open it up? Please do not email me your assignment because I'm just going to say, go back to Canvas and upload it there. I like to keep everything there. All right. These are the requirements here. You are going to have, you can see here there's a lot of modules. So 90 points of the 200 points are going to be from your work that you do in your modules. They're 5 points apiece, and they are due by 11:59 on Saturday. And again, I typically upload them on Mondays. I know that's not a full week. I'm saying that right now, but sometimes they'll be uploaded on Sunday, but mostly they will be uploaded on Mondays. Okay, their discussion boards, their quizzes, their case conceptualizations, or any other activity that I feel will support the work or the reading that you are doing for that week. Again, I will not accept late modules. That's probably about the 10th time I think I've said that now, so I hope that you all heard that. Okay, support group meetings. You are required to attend 2 support group meetings over the course of this semester. One needs to be in person. Yes, you need to go to a support group meeting, an open support group meeting in person. And I have some points for you to consider below, but one needs to be in person and the other support group meeting needs to be online. I am absolutely not going to tell you how to find these meetings because I want you to go through the process that a client will go through when they are trying to navigate finding meetings, figuring out how to go, when to go, how to put this into their lives, how to fit it into their lives, and how to make this a priority. This is by design. I'm not telling you how to find these meetings. So please, don't ask. But what you're going to do is for each of these support group meetings, and they're worth 10 points apiece, that will result in 20 points. You're going to post a 3 to 4 sentence reflection on your experience. It can be longer than that, but don't make it too lengthy. But these are the things that you need to consider here. You need to provide enough information that 1 indicates that you did go to a meeting, and 2, how did you feel about what was being shared there? How did you feel about, being in that room? What did it look like? What did it feel like for you? And then points to consider here, make sure it's open meeting. If you're in recovery currently, go to a different type of meeting. So let's say you're in recovery and you go to AA regularly, step out of that wheelhouse or step out of that comfort zone and go to maybe an Overeaters Anonymous meeting so you can get a different feel. And again, this says I'm not going to help you locate a meeting. Be honest about why you're attending the meeting. Do not state that you're in recovery if you're not. Just simply when introducing yourself, state that you're there to learn more about 12-step meetings. Don't take notes, of course. You're there as an observer, and be considerate of every person that you meet in that